Hello and welcome back to our video. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to use the Marketing Master IO WooCommerce plugin. So, example, this is our e-commerce store and we wanted to do automations for this WooCommerce store. So we need to create an abandoned cart campaigns and we want to use Marketing Master IO's store notification feature. So the way to link your WooCommerce store and your MMIO store notification feature is by installing a plugin. So let's go back to our dashboard. So this is our Marketing Master IO dashboard. And let's go to e-commerce and go to WooCommerce plugins. Another way to go here is by going to integrations, and then you would click the WooCommerce integration here, and you will be redirected to our WooCommerce plugins. The next step would be to create a new plugin. And after that, we can automatically download this plugin by clicking OK. All right, so the plugin is now downloaded. We can then use this plugin to upload on our WooCommerce store. So let's go to our WooCommerce store, go to admin dashboard. And after that, we are going to install the plugin that we just downloaded. So go to plugins, click add new plugin. And after that, click upload plugin. And then after that, we are going to choose the file. So the file that we want is this one, the WooCommerce plugin, and open. And then after that, let us install this plugin. Okay, so before we activate this plugin, let's check the e-commerce store that we have, the current e-commerce store. So currently we have two e-commerce store, and all of this e-commerce store are built in within MMIO. We haven't imported any e-commerce store yet from external sources such as WooCommerce. Now, let's try to activate this plugin. Now, upon activation, the store import would be automatically started on the background, and so are the products. It will automatically be imported and synced as well. So as you can see here, our MMIO WooCommerce plugin is now active. And if we go back to our e-commerce store, so let's refresh this page. We should be able to see the newly imported e-commerce store now. And as you can see, we have our e-commerce store here, the mock Ecom store. So this is the newly imported store. And if you go to the products, you would see all the products here that was present on our e-commerce store in WooCommerce. So if we go to our store, these are the same products that was imported here. So it is automatic import. Now let's try to add an order. So let's go to shop. Let's try to make a purchase. So let's try to purchase this product. Okay, so let's add to cart, view the cart, and then let's go to checkout. By definition, an abandoned cart means that your supposed customer is already on the checkout page. They already entered their billing details. They already entered their phone number or their email address, but they did not click the place order for some reason. Maybe life got on the way, or they got distracted, or they changed their mind. So that's the reason they were not able to pursue the purchase. But they have already entered their contact number. So what we can do here is we can send a follow-up message to them via SMS or via email. We could give incentives like a coupon code or whatever to make them pursue their purchase again. So for this example, we are not going to click place order. We are just going to enter our details, our contact details in the checkout page, and then we are going to leave this as is. Now let's go back to our e-commerce store. And if we go to orders, if we check the orders here, we would see that there is a new order here that was created, and the order status is field delivery info. Now, once the customer did not pursue the order or did not pursue their purchase, then this status would be converted into an abandoned status. But if the customer pursued the order, for example, the customer eventually clicked place order here. Okay, so the order has been created. So this is now not considered an abandoned order because the customer pursued the purchase within the given time limit. So if we go back to our e-commerce store and we are going to refresh the status, you can see that the order is now on hold. And once the order status is on hold, then Marketing Master IO would send a notification to the customer for order confirmations and to the store admin as well. The reason is we have a default store notification here. If you go to e-commerce store notification, you would see that we have a default store notification here for on hold status. So you can add more notification here by clicking add new notification, and you can choose the event type. So the event type that you choose here will be the trigger point when the system would send the notification. And you are free to add an SMS notification here. Whatever message that you want, you can put it in here. You can send an email. You can send a messenger message. You can also send WhatsApp, and you can also enter webhooks. Just enable all the needed notifications here, like that one. So for this example, we cannot use a WhatsApp notification because we have not imported any WhatsApp account. So if we go to WhatsApp here and go to accounts, you would see that there is no active WhatsApp account here. That's why on your store notification, you won't be able to use a WhatsApp notification for this account. So if you want to use WhatsApp notification, simply add a WhatsApp account. All right. So you can choose whatever details that you want, and these are all the mediums that you want to add. You can enable WhatsApp, you can enable webhooks here. You can also add the message variables, which you need to add here. So after that, we can go back to our orders again. Now let's try to add an abandoned notification. So go to e-commerce, shop notification. We are going to add a new notification. And for the event type, we are going to choose abandon. And then we are going to compose our message. All right, so in order for this video to be shorter, we're going to use one type of notification medium for now. So we have disabled the SMS, we have disabled the messenger notification, and for this example, we are only going to use the email notification. So click the email tab, and then enter the sender ID and the sender name and add your email subject. Note that for this example, we are only going to send one message. You can also send a sequence of emails, but that would be for the next video. If you want to send a sequence of email, simply enable this option and then select your email flow. But since we are not going to use an email flow for now in order to make our video shorter, we are just going to send a single email. And then for the email message, we are just going to use a test message here. We are just going to type hello, and then the first name of our customer, and then let's say go back to your cart here. And then we are going to use the cart URL here. So what the cart URL variable does is it will be replaced with a link, and if our customer clicks on that link, they will be redirected back to where they left in their cart. So you are going to see how this works later on. So we are going to save our abandoned cart notification. Click save notification here. And after that, we now have a new abandoned cart notification here. So we are now going to test this. This is going to be sent whenever an order becomes abandoned. Let's go to e-commerce and then orders. And once you see that the order status is abandoned, the abandoned notification that we have just created will be triggered. So let's test that. Let's go to our e-commerce store, and then let's try to abandon our order. Let's try to add this product and then view our cart. And after that, we are going to proceed to checkout. And then after that, we're going to enter the details. So since we are using only the email notification, we need to make sure that the email address field here have a value, because this is where we are going to send the abandoned cart notification. Now, if you have enabled the SMS notification, make sure that the phone number field here is also filled up, because this is the value that's going to be used by the system to send the SMS abandoned cart notification. Now that we have added the details, what we're going to do now is we are not going to click the place order. We are going to close the checkout page. And then after closing the checkout page, let's go back to e-commerce in MMIO, and then let's refresh the orders page. Okay, so as you can see, we have a brand new entry here. So the order status is now filled delivery info. Let us wait 15 minutes. And after 15 minutes, this will be transformed into an abandoned type order. And once the order status becomes abandoned, then the abandoned notification that we have previously set up will be triggered and it will be sent to this email. Okay, so let's wait 15 minutes and let's find out how this works. Great, after waiting a few minutes, we now have an abandoned order here. The order status becomes abandoned if the customer did not push through with their order within the span of 15 minutes. Okay, now let's check the inbox of this email. So if we go there, we would find out that we have received an email, and this is the abandoned notification that we have previously set up. So if we click this, you would find out that the cart URL is now replaced with this URL. Now let's copy this URL and open it on incognito mode. So let's open an incognito mode window and paste the URL here. All right, so even in incognito mode, the previous transaction was recovered. So the customer wouldn't have to manually type all the details again. All the customer have to do now is click place order, and just like that, you have recovered your abandoned order. So if we go back to our MMIO dashboard and let's refresh this, let's go to home and go back. You would notice that instead of abandoned, it's now became on hold. Let's go to shop notifications. You would notice that we have a notification here for on hold events. So we should receive an email here. So if we go back to our email, all right, we are back to our email inbox. And as you can see, we have received a new notification. And if we click on this email, you would notice that all the order data is here. And this is because our order was changed from abandoned to on hold. And that's how to set up your WooCommerce plugin plus shop notifications with Marketing Master IO. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to use Messenger and other channels as well for your abandoned cart recovery messages. So stay tuned.